Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Erosium, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be looking at different ways that you can level your alts up to, level 90 and above quickly. Not everyone has BFA, but a lot of people do have BFA. We're just going to be covering the basic ways that you would do it without things like boosts and, things where you have to pay to have it done. We don't really want to talk about that. So the reason I wanted to look into this is because, as you guys know, I've been looking into passive ways to make lots of gold on World of Warcraft. And one of the ways that I make a lot of gold is through using the garrisons, the drizzling rose method, as I like to refer to it. In the last 3 videos, we've looked at different ways that you can use the garrisons in World of Warcraft, which is a level 90 function that you can use to make loads of gold. Now, what my challenge is now to myself is I want to have 18, which is the very maximum amount of characters you can have on a realm at level 90 and above. When they're at that level, I plan to do my daily craft on each of those characters and do each of my garrison buildings. This is because if we pull up a calculator right now and we work out that on average it will take me about 3 to 4 minutes to do the daily craft and everything I need to at the garrison. And if I did that on 18 characters, I would be earning on average about 1,200 gold per day per character. So we do 1,200 times 18, and then that's 21,600 gold per day for about 3 to 4 minutes work per character. And then we times that by an average of 28 days per month. So say there's about 28 days in a month. So we times that by 28 days. So that brings us to 604,000 gold. Now, that easily covers my WoW token, and it allows me to spend time playing characters and actually progressing through the game, because the game's not just about the gold, it's about other stuff as well, like collecting pets. No, joking. Like actually progressing through the content, playing PvP, doing the PvE stuff. It's awesome like that. So that is my challenge right now, and because of that, I have been looking into different ways that you can level lots of characters at once in the most efficient way possible. Now, bear in mind that there are additional tips that you can use out there, so don't think that this video is the ultimate and it covers every single different way method under the sun. It doesn't. There's a few different ways, and I'm just going to be covering the ones that I know. Okay? So the first tip I would say is go ahead and make yourself a panda. Yeah, make yourself a panda. So Pandarian race is really interesting because their trait is, if you go to more info here, just click more info just there, they have certain traits and certain things that you can read up on. One of the traits is they get, where is it? Inner peace means twice as much rested experience, which basically means that if you're leveling, say 10 characters all at once, you're obviously not going to level one character to level 90 and then just be like, oh, you know what, I think I'll stop there, like I'll level the next character. You're going to level each of the characters to use up their blue bar, right? You're going to obviously keep them all in a rested area so they can generate that nice blue XP, get the really quick levels. And you're going to log on, you're going to do 2 levels on each one until that blue bar's gone, and then you're going to log on to the next one, do the same and the same and the same and the same. And by doing that, you're guaranteeing that you're going to get a much more efficient rate of level per hour on all of your characters. So what I've then done upon doing that is I've chosen characters which can heal in dungeons. Now you can do tanks as well, but I've gone for healers because I like healing, and I've got all that heirloom gear already prepared on my characters. So I just level these guys up to level 22, stick them in Stormwind City when I've chosen the alliance, and then let their XP get their blue bar get all the way up to max. Seconds at max, then I start leveling them each individually. When the blue bar runs out, I stop leveling them. Another little tip that I use as well is the Darkmoon Faire. The Darkmoon Faire is so good. For XP, you get a buff here, so let's pretend that you're a new noob running along and you've never been here before. So, I don't know exactly where it is for the Horde, but I know for the Alliance, it is over in Heirloom Forest. So all you have to do is come to here, just outside Stormwind, go to Goldshire, and just here there's a portal that brings you to the Darkmoon Faire. Follow this path down, and here is it is Katie or Katie? Katie, yeah, that makes sense, Katie. And you buy a book from her, ride ticket book, and she'll give you 5 ride tickets, and you simply jump onto the carousel. It applies a buff for you, and that will give you 10% extra XP as an overall. Now, with heirlooms, that's quite a lot of experience. Bear in mind that if you do die in a dungeon, then you will lose the buff. So you have to just bear that in mind. I actually like to just AFK here whilst I'm kind of joining dungeons and do a dungeon. I can usually get 2 or 3 dungeons done before I have to refresh the buff. It costs 10 silver per book, which has 5 tickets in. So that's going to take you 5 hours. So it's quite nice and efficient. Obviously doing dungeons is a really good way, and if you're a healer then you get into dungeons that much quicker. If you're a tank you get into dungeons even quicker. It's just dependent on your playstyle. I like healing because I feel more relaxed. I can kind of watch Netflix or listen to an audiobook on Audible. I just chill out, you know. In Borrel's Harbour you can find the 7th Legion, and the 7th Legion has a service medal quartermaster right here. And you can buy basically things with the 7th Legion service medals. You get this from getting involved in battles in Arathi Highlands and Darkshore. Basically just do the daily quest or the world quests, and that will give you basically service medals. With these service medals you can buy something called Draught of 10 Lands, and you can send this over to your alt character. And it's bound to account, so you can't buy this on the auction house. It gives you 10%. It gives you 10% experience, and it also gives you 10 stats, so it can be really, really good used in conjunction with things like the Darkmoon buff. Now, I do just want to say about the Darkmoon buff, guys, that is only available at the start of the month until the first weekend is over. So do just bear that in mind, and if you are planning to level a bunch of characters, try and use that to your advantage, and just decide that, you know, the first week of the month, that's going to be your leveling time, so to speak. So there is just something I wanted to discuss to conclude this video, and that is a lot of these techniques that you can do on World of Warcraft to make lots of gold, basically are very good on their own, but they're only kind of very good. They're not awesome. Now, when you apply these gold making strategies that, you know, they only take 15 to 20 minutes max, and you apply that to 18 different characters. Say you're earning, say, let's do a realistic amount. So let's say about, say it's like, I don't know, let's say 10,000 gold for 15 minutes work, right? Yeah, say that, and then times that by 18 characters, and you're looking at 180 gold, 180,000 gold, and that's pretty amazing when you're able to do it, you know, once a day if you choose, or once a week. That's quite a lot of gold. That pays your WoW token in one. You can just do that in a power gaming session. Now, I know for sure that something I want to do is get 18 characters to level 90 and above on my Alliance realm Silvermoon here. And when I've done that, I want to then change realm and find a realm that has, you know, a good horde population, probably quite a high pop realm in terms of horde, and I want to experience the game anew from the horde perspective. And that is something that I've got as one of my goals: get 18 Alliance characters, then 18 horde characters, and I want to have one of every class and one of every race. I think that's such a cool thing to do. It's a good way to experience the game anew, and especially since I now know about the kind of the Pandaren trick of, you know, rested XP along with Darkmoon Faire and Draught of 10 Lands. That's an extra 30% experience along with your heirlooms. You're going to be getting huge amounts of experience. If you don't know how to get Heirloom Rings, guys, make sure you go and check my Heirloom Rings video. It is in the World of Warcraft playlist. It's quite an older video, but the method is still viable, and there's nothing that's changed about it up to this point. You do have to use the garrisons in Warlords of Draenor to actually get the Heirloom Rings, so it is just worth bearing that in mind. But yeah, without further ado, just a quick disclaimer here. I'm so sorry that the video hasn't kind of been more content filled today. I've had a really busy morning. I've had to get a load of stuff done for my IRL business, and that's kind of stopped me from being able to make the video straight away first thing in the morning. But I promise you tomorrow's video will be an extra spicy, extra saucy video. And I don't even know how you can apply those words to World of Warcraft, but I'll find a way. I will see you in tomorrow's video, though, guys. Do me a favor, smash that like button, click subscribe, and leave me a comment below. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.